Hello, YouTube. This is Set Free from the Trap Ministry Podcast Church. I am on here to share about the rappers in hip hop, those who glorify the street life in hip hop and try to justify it. Those in hip hop who glorify the street life and try to justify it. What does Jesus say about that? That's a question that I want to know. What does Jesus say about the rappers in hip hop who glorify death and destruction and try to justify it? What does Jesus got to say about it? It don't matter what I say ain't important. Nope. What does Jesus say? Okay. Jesus Christ said in his word in Proverbs 12:15, the way of a fool seems right to them, but the wise listen to advice. So Jesus says the fool is right in his own eyes. The God is writing lyrics about the street life, glorifying death and destruction. Jesus says in Proverbs 12:15, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes. This is what Jesus says. But the wise man listen to Jesus. The wise man listen to godly advice. The fool don't. And the person that's riding around or going on MP3, studying, purchasing lyrics that's tearing down our community. And they think they jamming. The God of this age, see the devil, he disguises himself as an angel of light. The person that's in love with explicit lyrics, repeating every word, the devil is blinding mindsets. When you can sit up and listen to degrading things and it doesn't bother you, it don't mess with you, guess what? Jesus says, the God of this age. The devil is called the God of this age. And he's blinding the minds of unbelievers so they cannot see the light of the glorious gospel. The people who are going to these concerts and listening to this, the devil is blinding their mind from God's truth. They're blind to God's truth. Rappers in hip hop put out this image and try to justify, try to make wrong look like it's right, try to make the wrong look right, and try to make wrong look right. And those who glorify the street life in hip hop and try to justify it, that's not helping the community. It doesn't matter how many turkeys you give out. But Jesus says in his word that a fool is right in his own eyes. A lot of rappers in hip hop who got the microphone, Jesus says, he says the way of a fool seems right to them, but the wise listen to advice. The wise man listens to godly counsel. The foolish man ain't listening to nobody. Once again, those who listen to explicit lyrics, those who are caught up in violent on them lyrics, the devil is blinding their mind. You really can't talk to a foolish man or a foolish woman. Only thing I can do is pray that God would deliver them from the devil blinding their mind. The people who are purchasing explicit lyrics, the devil's blinding their mind. They blind to God's truth. Rapping about death and destruction is not helping the community. But you can't talk to a foolish man or a foolish woman because the devil is blinding their mind with the foolishness. The world is full of foolishness. You can't talk to a foolish man or a foolish woman. It says, the way of a fool seems right. The way of a fool seems right in their eyes. It seems right to them. It seems right to rap about death and destruction. They're talking about they're keeping it real. No, the way of a fool seems right. It seems right. But it seems right it seems right. You sit and talk to some of these rappers who are cussing on their CDs and people who are caught up in it. You can't really talk to them. Because they're gonna try to tell you all this stuff. Right? That they not doing nothing wrong. But they just doing entertainment. They just want to entertain people. Entertainment don't mean nothing. The devil is blinding the minds of those who buy it and those who listen to it. If you don't cuss in your record today, nobody won't really listen to it. That's really selling out. The God of this age, the devil, is disguising himself and he's blinding the minds of the people who listen to it and the people who purchase it. They're blind to God's truth up in their mind. But I'm praying that God's goodness and kindness and love would lead you to repentance. Repentance is letting God change your thinking. But I'm not supporting foolishness. I'm not doing it. We're not doing it. So this is Set Free from the Trap Ministry Church, where we share biblical truth, spreading God's truth. All the glory go to Jesus. Jesus gave me this message. I'm gonna always go by what Jesus said. And I'm gonna pray that God deliver those who are blinded from God's truth in their mind and foolishness. The world is blinded with foolishness. The world is full of foolishness. People are blind to God's truth up in their mind. But I'm praying that God's goodness and kindness and love would lead you to repentance. That means letting God change your thinking. Peace out.